Hello students, welcome back. In this session, we'll be discussing the concept of elementary row or column transformations. This concept is extremely important from the point of view of IIT JEE as well as for your school examinations. In this, we'll be discussing the three types of elementary row or column transformations like interchange of two rows or multiplying a row by a non-zero scalar. So let's begin. So now we have elementary row or column operations. What do we mean by basically elementary row or column operations? These are certain special type of operation that we can apply on our rows and columns for simplifying our calculations. So there are basically three types of elementary row or column operations. The following three types. First one says interchange of any two rows or columns. If ith row of a matrix is interchanged with the jth row or column, then it will be denoted by this. So what do I mean by this? I write down Ri, which means the ith row, double-sided arrow Rj. Rj means the jth row. This double-sided arrow indicates that the ith row becomes the jth row and the jth row becomes the ith row, or the ith and the jth rows get interchanged. Our second property says multiplying all elements of a row or column of a matrix by a non-zero scalar. If the elements of the ith row or column are multiplied by a non-zero scalar k, just note here non-zero scalar k, it will be denoted by Ri tends to this. So this property says Ri means ith row, then I write down this arrow, Ri becomes, or we say Ri tends to k times Ri, where k is a non-zero scalar, or you can write down Ri tends to Ri into k. So you can write it down either way, either this way or this way. Usually we use this notation, Ri tends to or Ri becomes k times Ri, where k is a non-zero scalar. This means each and every element of the ith row gets multiplied by that particular non-zero scalar k. Similarly, we can apply the same operation on columns. So we have Ci tends to k times Ci. The third property says adding to the elements of a row or column the corresponding elements of any other row or column multiplied by any scalar k. If k times the elements of jth row or column are added to the corresponding elements of the ith row or column, it will be denoted by Ri tends to Ri plus k Rj. So what are we saying here? I take my ith row Ri and I write down Ri tends to, or Ri becomes Ri plus k times Rj. I take a jth row, multiply all its elements by a non-zero scalar k, and then I add this resultant row to my ith row. So that means Ri tends to Ri plus k times Rj. Similarly, we can apply the same operation on columns as well. This is a recap of all the elementary row operations or column operations. So first one says switch any two rows. This was my first row of the matrix. This is second row. What I do here is R1 double-sided arrow R2 or Ri interchange R2, which means second row becomes the first row and the first row becomes the second row. Second we have is multiply a row by a non-zero constant. So first row what we do is R1 tends to 2 times R1, but this 2 is k, non-zero scalar k. So first row becomes 2, 4, 6. Each and every element gets multiplied by 2 and the second row remains intact as it is. Third we have is replace a row with the sum or difference of that row and another row. So what we can do is we keep the first row as it is, and in second row we apply the operation R2 becomes, or R2 tends to R2 plus R1, which means we add the corresponding elements of the first and second row in the second row. So in second row, I keep my second row as it is and add the corresponding elements of the first row. This becomes 4 plus 1, 5 plus 2 and 6 plus 3. Or what we can have is we can have a combination of all three or maybe two operations. These concepts are basically used in finding out maybe the rank of the matrix and in solving various other questions. So once we do the concept of determinant, we'll be able to solve questions on this also. So by now I hope you must have understood the concept of elementary row or column transformations. Do focus on this topic as it lays the basis for various other topics like rank of a matrix. And in my next session, I'll be discussing the concept of determinant. So keep watching.